I am sure sports. You know me there, I'm coast to coast representing. I mean, say this is righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get your sports over here from near and far. Boy, 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 boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know no game play, that me not say it. If me never seen a game, me no know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the day done, you a go love over here so.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crapper players. We are good enough. Remember to like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment, let me know what your thoughts are.
Jamaican herbs and spices add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Tricnic Jerk Barbecue Sauce.
Jerk Marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, Scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
Good night. Blessings, one and all. Good to be here with you tonight in the nightcap. I think this is the latest we have ever started one of our shows, but we had to do this due to circumstances beyond our control. Well, welcome to I Am Sure Sports, and I am your host, Manning's Man. So good to have you. And listen, you're going to have to stick and stay with me tonight. I need your company, and our guest is going to need your company for this show. It promises to be a very good one in light of even what is happening with schoolboy football right now, as he is a coach in the schoolboy season that is ongoing or going on right now with a couple of challenges. But I want to do a couple of things before we get into that. Firstly, let me big up all the persons who are on the platform right now that I'm seeing. I see Gunner's boss just jumping in. He's an Arnett Garden supporter, so you know he's going to have a lot to say. Fresh God, greetings. Claudine, the first person in the comment section. I mean, thank you so much for joining, for being here. And please just stick and stay with me. Let's keep it active. Let's keep it going. Let's keep the conversation nice and up, right? Because this, like I said, it is going to be a very, very fascinating and interesting one. Just a couple of things that I want to share with you before we bring our guest on, or before our guest joins us. Number one is there are two causes that I want to remind you of. Big up Ryan LFC. Yeah, man, blessings. Good to have you. Have a great channel over there doing some good work as well. Good friend of mine, Ryan LFC, right? But there are a couple of causes that I want to remind you of that if you so desire, you can be a part of, all right? Number one is the Trenchtown Rock International that is headed by several former players of Boys Town or from the community there in general, predominantly footballers. And so what they have decided to do, and they have been doing this for many years, is to give back to the community in the form of a treat for the youngsters and for older persons, and to give out gifts and toys. On the 18th of December, they're having one more of these events, and yeah, and so they're asking for contribution, for donations. If you desire to do so, you can reach out to me, and I will give you the contact information so the funds will go directly towards them. All right. You know, a couple of those persons have been interviewed on this platform. Joe Donor, Maurice Cyrus has also been interviewed on this platform. Also, there's a next organization or a group that is doing a tremendous job. It is the Unsung Ones, and this is former players who they use their own personal resources. They get financial resources. They advocate to social programs to help what I'd call the older players, or players, former players, national players who have health concerns or they can't provide for themselves. They go as far as just, you know, through food for the poor, provide housing, um, provide wheelchairs, medical care for many, many players who have represented the national team in their early days and have fallen on difficult times. You have players like Anthony Carbett, who is a part of the group that leads this, Michael Tullo, Neville Oxford. I mean, you have Denden Hutchinson, Bradley Stewart. I mean, Carlton Hammond, Jumpy Harris. They are called the unsung ones, and so they are doing this. So please, if you can, go ahead and give them, show them your love, show them your support. Right, they're out there and they need the help. In fact, Michael Toller will be coming on in a few days from now, and he's going to share how you can directly contribute towards them. I am sure sports does not collect any funds on behalf of those organizations. Whatever you do, it goes directly towards them. All right. Wanted to give to those two causes. We also heard today that a pioneer in Jamaica's music industry passed, and we want to say condolences to his family. This is Robbie Shakespeare is his name. You know him from the duo Sly and Robbie. So Robbie has passed, and so though it is not sport, it is entertainment, but we want to really, really, yeah, just say condolences, right? I hope that, you know, the family has been properly prepared, and you know, our prayers are with them as they go through this difficult time. All right. Now, also want to say a big, 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 big thank you to our sponsors. The sponsors for this video is Tricnic, as usual. And I mean, Tricnic is a Jamaican owned and operated company out there in Canada, and they use authentic Jamaican herbs and spices to make all their products. And they're offering right now, the deal will soon be over. They're offering 25% discount on all their products. 25%. Here is how you can get this discount. You shop at www.tricnic.ca. When you shop there, you enter this code I am sure sports 001, and you will get that 25% discount. All right. You'll also get that they have just produced a book with recipes that would certainly benefit you. You'll get that for free. You get a lot of pens and a whole lot of goodies when you purchase from www.tricnic.ca. Right, so please check them out. Let me get a couple of comments here, man. Big up Dapper Agent. I really respect the love and the support, you know. Yeah, man, I'm glad that the content is providing information that can help people. Your interview great. Yeah, you need to try to get some old footage of these past players so young generation can get a visual. You know, I have a lot of pictures. Most of the times when they come to do the interviews, there are pictures. But let me remind you, right? For the older players, there was one TV station in Jamaica, and they had limited amount of what you call tapes, the roll that they would do the recording on. So what they would do is that when they do the recording and they bring it to the studio for the sports program that they have, after a while, that tape would be full. And so what they had to do is to run other stuff on those tapes. So there is not a lot of footage out there, like in the 80s, 70s, even in the early 90s, you may not be able to see some of these things, right? It is very unfortunate, but that's one of the challenges of a third world nation. We don't have the capacity to store history, especially in our early days. Things are getting better now, and so we can find more of those clippings. But if you guys just want pictures, I have a whole ton load of pictures of the different persons. So what I can do is start putting up, and we have done some of those things. It's just that the clippings are so hard to come by because of how it used to be dealt with. That's something that I learned because I had the same views that you had, Dapper Agent, until I, you know, heard that. Big up the coach's desk as well. He was supposed to have an interview with Rene Simoes, and that was really one of the reasons why we pushed this back to this time, because we wanted to watch that. But Mr. Simoes apologized, saying that he's not doing well. I think he said that he's going to make good on his promise, and that interview will be next week. Next week, Wednesday, I believe. I know that our guest is he was engaged in a series of meeting, and he said that he'd be ready by 8:45. So let's see if we can just make contact and see if we can get this going. See if we can get this going. I see Sefton saying no need, no old TV footage of BIGHEAD. I didn't miss a Sunday of his performance for the junglist. Yeah, but he's not the only one that we interview. So and you may have seen it, but there are other persons who would not have seen it. So yeah. But I think also some of us can call the TV station, and probably if a group of us call and say, listen, we would like to watch the 1996 Premier League finals, then if enough of us call, I think that could also be a way of getting it right. Um, oh, somebody saying post the pictures on my Instagram. All right, that's a good idea. I will do that. I'll begin to post some of those pictures. Um, yeah, and community tab. Yeah, man. I never thought about that, but that's a good way to probably get them out there, to post those pictures. But yeah, we're going to talk to Eugene Williams. He's also now the coach at Charlie Smith High School, along with Byron Earl. And as you know, they are in the quarterfinal rounds of the Dakasa Cup. I think that is set. There'll be no more changes to the quarterfinal setting. All the issues have been resolved, and the schools that are there, the ISA has said that they are all legit, and yet the right schools are there. So yeah, let's hope that there are no late changes, but the quarterfinals should be all set to go. And must be a very difficult task for school administrators and for ISA. I know many people are saying that ISA is at fault. Some are saying the school administrators are at fault. But hey, it is what it is, people. Yeah, it is what it is. So waiting on the technology to get up to speed with the program. Yeah, Barcelona. Oh my Lord. Europa League. Oh, unfortunate. Oh, the mighty have fallen. Yeah. All right. So we have a decision to make, and also I'm going to ask the panelists. So my guest wants a little bit more time because he's in a missing that meeting. He says, remember that he's a coach, so they're having a very late meeting right now that should have finished at 8. So it has been extended. So he wants a little bit of time so he can conclude that, right? So we can't end the stream and restart it, so we're gonna have to keep going. So you're gonna have to keep going with me. All right. Yeah. So what are your take? What is your take on this whole situation with you know the schools who were I don't want to say kicked out. I mean, what will be the impact be on the players from Tivoli and on the players at Camperdown? Because remember last year there was no competition, and here it is that after all of that, players got vaccinated to participate in the competition. You got vaccinated, and now you know all that has come to naught. Yeah. Yes, thank you, Paul Watkins. He did say that the Ubley was talking about the Lynn brothers that played for Dintil and Blackstar. Is that like Roger Lynn? I don't know. Who are the Lynn brothers? I know it was mentioning some names, but I don't remember who they are now. Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah. So yeah, man. Yeah, but what are your thoughts though? I mean, for those of you who follow schoolboy football, it would be interesting to hear what your thoughts are in terms of, what will this impact be on some of these footballers who their teams are eliminated? Who should be blamed? Is it the administrators? We had a show that covered that today. Is it the administrator who should be blamed, or the rules weren't clear enough? Yeah. What are your thoughts on that? School them should be held at a higher standard, and they should uphold that standard. All right. Or Richard and Ricardo Lynn. Lucan. Lucan. Oh, their name were Lynn Lucan or Lucan. Or I'm not picking up that name, Yeah. So schools. All right. So coach means he's saying that should the players have been penalized for going to an academy? But this is where now I have a. Why did he have to stop? If you're going to an academy, why would you have to stop school? Yeah. Yeah. This platform doesn't allow us to go on IG, so that's why we don't think so. But until Mr. Williams comes on, you can jump on and share your thoughts on the but coach means this. So my question would be, why would you have to leave a high school to go to an academy to come back to a high school? Because you could have stayed at the high school and go attend the academy. Why did you leave the school? That's all I'm asking. I'm not blaming anyone. I'm asking, why do you have to leave the school? Why do you have to leave the school if it's just to go to an academy to play football and school was online? Why not? Why not go to the academy, because no football was being played in the school, and still the school online because you weren't going to face school? Why give up school, right? So that is a question I'd ask. All right, I see Mana Steel coming on. People, this is Mana Steel. I want to first thank his wife because he just got married. You understand me? So his wife is a very patient lady to allow him to come on the platform and speak. But uh Claudia, I have good news for you. But yeah, I have good news for you, Claudia. Just know, Claudia, that I have good news for you where that is concerned. Where that is concerned, there's good news. Um, yes. Robert is saying, is it an academy like a football academy or just a high school with the name academy? Exactly. No, it is just a straight football academy, right, that they went to. All right. Go ahead, Man of Steel. What say you?
Good night, mornings. Bless up to the people in the comment section. Big up, Fresh God.
Yeah, man.
Um, it's tough, like I said earlier in the comments, but I don't think you can rewrite a right with a wrong. Because even though there are some players who would have put in the work and trained hard, it is a responsibility of the school and the administrative persons to ensure that all the persons who are playing the competition are duly registered. And so it would be unfair. It is also unfair to the persons who they would have played against and defeated if they are indeed ineligible in the first place. As it relates to penalizing the school, as our coach Minzy was saying something about the school. Some years ago, Issa made a very strange decision. There was a Grace Shield under 19 finals held at Melbourne. Two schools were involved, Excelsior and Eltham. At the end of the game, I think Excelsior won, but there was a fight. Like, it was a massive fight between all the teams. It was very ugly. Got really, really ugly. And so Issa decided to ban Excelsior and Eltham from playing under 19 competition. So they banned the school. You know what happened? All of those players who were at Excelsior who were eligible to play cricket the next year, they just transferred and went to Papine High, sixth form, and the next year, Papine High with all of the Excelsior players won the Issa under 19 cricket competition. So, I mean, as it relates to penalizing the school, I don't know how to draw the line there because, maybe if they penalize the school, like say ban them or something, next year you will have players who probably were at like under 16 level who were not a part of this infringement who would not be allowed to play football next year. So I think just removing it from the competition this year is a fair decision.
All right, Pinkwall. Piney, what say you? We're not hearing you. We're not hearing you.
Muted.
We're not hearing you. We're not. We're hearing some sound, but you're very low. So go ahead and let me see if I hearing you now. Yeah, you need to fix the audio. So Chris Wayne says the administrators at each school must know the rules and be responsible. It is not the players' fault if any issue arise, as the youths depend on the adults to guide them, which is I think part of what you're saying, right? Yeah. Go ahead, Penny, see if I hearing you.
Sound better now? That kind of low still.
Yeah, it's kind of low. You can sign out and sign back in.
Yeah, just leave the stream.
Sign out and sign back in. We're not hearing you. Just sign out and sign back in. Just click on the link again and come back in. Yeah. Right. Stephen Mitchell said probably the academy don't work out the way expected where football is concerned. This is the point. This is what I think. That he went to the academy with no intentions of coming back to school. The academy didn't work out the way he wanted to. Maybe there was supposed to be an academy competition. Maybe the academies had some plan, but the pandemic messed up everything. So here it is. This guy leaves school to go to the academy. The academy is not doing what it said. So now he wants to play football.
Yes, so Mannings, question.
Yes, here lies the dilemma.
If you leave, well, I'm assuming the academy is overseas. So
no, the academy is in Jamaica.
All right. So is it possible for you to be a part of that academy for footballing purposes, but still attend your school for school purposes?
Yeah, because that's what Craig Butler players do. The Craig Butler players, they are part of Phoenix Academy, but they are registered student at Mona. Because remember, you don't have to have a live-in academy.
Yeah, but that's a different no, because with Mr. Butler's academy, he don't take his players out full time and give them everything. So with that other academy in Jamaica now, the players, they go there, they live there, they are taught educational stuff there. So
no, but none of the Mount Pleasant, like, let me give you an example, because there are Mount Pleasant players who are now playing in the DaCosta Cup. But
yeah,
I'm aware. But they are no longer part of, while they were at Mount Pleasant, they weren't playing in the DaCosta Cup. So the ones who are playing, they're on either 15, which means that they can play right away, or because remember, they did subjects at Mount Pleasant, so they are in sixth form, so the rule don't affect them. Because remember, if this player had done, apparently if he had done like subjects, so that's what I'm saying, that it appears that he never had any plans to go back to any school, because he never even had any subjects to go into sixth form, from my understanding. Which is why I'm saying that
they consider the academy a private school, like how they would consider like Hillel or Heidel in previous years.
Right.
If you're over 16, you have to sit out the year.
Right. So, but why remove the school after they already played the group stage? It would be better to find the school and not penalize the players. But you can't do that, because here's what now. Remember now, Issa is not the one who bring the allegation. It's normally, you understand me? So you can tell that school when to bring the case. Because, like, some people believe, for example, like, remember Mona had a situation like this, and they rectified it. If the next school had waited until Mona completed all of their games and then brought it up, they would have been in the same situation. So what some schools will do, they will wait until you play all your games to make sure. Yeah. So you can't really tell them.
If you can't affect them, then leave you. But if you can't, but money, the part about finding the schools, that would not be a fair thing to do, because all of the schools them with a lot of resources, and the rich old boys and would just pay them fine year and breach rules each year. So finding the school is not an equal punishment across the board.
Yeah. All right. But Coach Mills is saying that, and this is true, you cannot expect to move from school to school in Jamaica, from place to place. It's too small. It's not like you're moving from East Coast to West Coast in the United States. This is moving from like a camper down to a it's so close. The proximity, and everybody know everybody. There's no player who plays in the corporate era in any of the age group competition that can do the wrong thing.
Yeah, and you don't know. Monies, don't you think that would be like?
Hold on a second. Piney. I mean, I don't know what is going on with your background on the internet. Go ahead. Let's see if we're hearing you now.
I don't know. I never better now.
We're hearing you, but your pic. It seems like you have a picture behind you. I don't know, like you're using a virtual background.
That's just the background, yeah.
Okay, it is. I think it's affecting the power of your internet, because when you use a virtual background. But go ahead, let me see if we can hear you.
Yeah. You was talking about the youth them and the school them that get suspended out of the competition, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I don't think if the academy they was going to a school where they teaching people are just to play some ball.
Just to play football.
But I don't think because I think those, in my opinion, those should be lauded for trying to find a place to go and develop their skill during this time when much football wasn't playing. So with that said, I don't agree with you suspending this. This is what we give people credit for.
Yeah, but no, we're not. They're not hearing it. You have to fix your audio and your background. It's very bad. Just watch the video and you will see how bad it is, and then you try and come back in. You have to figure out something.
Yeah,
right?
but Molly, what I was saying is, don't you think that there should be a time frame for which appeals can be levied against schools or institutions? Because I think
you can't find schools, man.
No, man, not find them, but I'm saying, like, if it is that I'm saying there should be like a time frame. So if a school does something that is being breaching the rules and you are aware of it, shouldn't there be a time frame for which you can say lodge an appeal and stuff? Because I find
there is a timeline. So that is why that means that as soon as they played the game against Excelsior, the appeal was made, right? Like it was during that window, because the player played. And so they look back at all the games the player played. So people are very strategic in these things, you know. Very strategic. So I just think you have to know the rules and follow the rules and ask questions. Under 16, yes, your coach me is saying over 16, your transfer, you have to sit out a year. Under 16, you can play, right? And other school wait until the deep and then they squeal. Like there are schools who will wait until you bring your athletes come champs and then they make the appeal and you can't run a champs. You understand me? That's how the system is. That's how the system is. I hear, Coach, what constitutes an academy? Because I hear everybody saying we have a lot of academy in Jamaica. But I ask, what is academy? Help us look. Coach Karumi, rules are there for everyone to read and understand. The rules simple, no excuse.
Yeah, but also the next thing too is it's a body made up of principles. So it is these same principles who would have sat down and decided that these should be the rules that govern the competition that we are hosting. So it's kind of strange, or I find it strange to see that these schools now are breaking the same rules that they implemented.
And that's what Issa was saying, is that because what Issa has been saying is that, listen, we made it, we kind of flex the rules because we understand the situation. And even with the flexing of the rules, the rule was still broken. That is the thing. So let me tell you my point again, Manasty. Here's my point. If the player says, listen, I want to go and develop my footballing skills. You are doing school online. Why did you have to deregister from the school? Why not go to the academy? And remember, there is no attendance rule, you know, because watch this. Even if you said you were a student at the school and you're deregistered, that's what I'm saying, you know, because remember, you didn't have to deregister, you know. You could just not be attending school because there's no attendance. So if I never went to school for the entire year, you know, I could still go and play, you know, because the attendance stuff is based on my online attendance. All I'm saying is that he could have been doing all his academy stuff and still miss all of the online classes, and he would have still have been able to play because he's still a Camperdown student. He deregistered from the school. Why would he deregister from the school? Why would he leave the school?
But but the thing is, remember that we are saying that this academy that the players go to, they do school there.
No, they don't do any school. Not at this particular one. It's MRC. Okay. It's MRC. Okay. This is the MRC Academy. This is not Mount Pleasant, you know, where you have to live in. This is a different academy where it's primarily about playing football. And in fact, the man said he was a personal tutor. Why, if you have a personal tutor, why would you come out of school to do that when you could have not been going to school and still be registered at the school because it's online? You know how many kids playing who never started online until when Manning Cup started? They weren't going to online classes. Some of them were working. So there is a way that they could have gotten around the system, in my opinion. You say common sense is not so common. Coach means common sense, not so common. The coaches actively have already taken response. So why is this still a sin? The rule was there before you violate. You pay. Exactly. Because the issue I have now is like the rule is very strict where as it relates to like local schools. And I know why, because they probably don't want the talent to be depleted in certain schools. But I don't think a school should be allowed to bring in players from an ex-Caribbean country for the purpose of sports. I don't think so. I don't like that rule. I don't think you should say, all right, we're going to recruit players from Cuba or Haiti or St. Vincent or the Cayman Islands. Because we have enough in Jamaica. Those spaces, we already don't have enough spaces in our high schools. So kids who live in the proximity are placed so far away, and then they go to somebody from overseas to place in the schools. I don't think that should happen, because now it is looking like if the family is moving to Jamaica to live, for job, for work, for diplomatic reasons, I don't have any problems with it. But I have a problem when it is directly related to recruiting, to winning Manning Cup, or to win Champs, or to win Headley Cup, or to win Grey Shield.
Yeah, that is true. And also sometimes some of those resources could have been better spent, or not better, but could have been spent on our local talent here, or our local students here, because we have a lot of students here who are facing a lot of difficulties. They're unable to, to attend school or to find school resources and stuff that is needed. So those things that are extended to other persons from other Caribbean countries or other countries in general could be extended to our students out here. So I agree with that.
Yeah. So academy is a training ground and have facilities where you have players for a period of time. True? All right. There is attendance at school management. My daughter have to mark or register a daytime. No, I know, but what I'm saying is that Issa, remember that there was a certain amount of, you have to have a certain grade to play, and you have to have a certain amount of attendance. Issa removed the grades and remove the attendance. In other words, Issa is saying that even if you don't go to school, you can play. Because there's no
under 19.
There you go. Because there was no attendance in place.
In school at this point, at a particular point. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I think this year is the least year that we should be having problems with registration and eligibility, because this year is the easiest of all.
Right. The MRC Academy. Who can tell me about the MRC Academy? I think we have our guests coming on. So, Mana Steel, respect. Yeah, our guest is here, people. Mr. Eugene Williams, the final year. So, yeah, man. So we go have him jump on and then continue get into the interview. Mr. Williams. Good evening.
Evening.
All right. So, how your meeting went? Everything all right? Charlie Smith all right?
Yeah, man. Everything all right, man. Everything went well, man.
Okay. All right. You want to make sure. When is your first game in the quarterfinals?
Saturday, 3 p.m. at Kingston College.
What? You play the toughest team first. That's going to be interesting. All right. So I know you have had a long day and thing, but welcome to I Am Sure Sports and thing. And yeah, man, so good to have you. Like I say, I know it's been a long day for you. Meeting and top of meeting. This school out, that school out, this school out, that school out. But I'm glad that all things are settled. And thing, but this is not about Issa and all of them things. It's about Eugene Williams. For you to, to share with us your journey. Like your journey in football, being a Charlie Smith standout, a Arnett Garner standout, representing the national team. So I want you to tell us from your beginnings in the football, the first day you started playing football to the time of your retirement, just going through your years of successes and, yeah.
Well, as I can remember, I think we started out at around 9 years old.
Yeah.
8, 9. Yeah, man. Start out young. Because me I play under 13 from me at them age. Because through my body all big. So
Oh.
that is a big.
So from 8 or 9 years old, you're playing under 13.
Yeah, man.
For which team?
What team is name again? Damn. It depends on my tongue, but as we go along, I think I will remember.
Okay, so you're born in Arnett Gardens. You're born in Jumble.
Man.
Went to school there, primary school.
Man. Yeah, man. Basic school, primary school.
Which primary school?
Jonestown Primary.
Primary. Okay, and that's where you started playing football at Jonestown Primary.
I realize I'm tell you, so yeah, we are playing from them time there. So from school, we are playing. The club we represent West Admiral.
Okay.
That was the club we started out with. West
Admiral. Okay.
Yeah, a coach by the name of Vernon Darling, better known as Prengenine.
Okay, so he started getting all of you together and saying, and you started out playing defense from that time, or you used to play?
Yeah, man, from day one, man.
Yeah?
From day one, yeah.
Okay, so you started playing under 13 for that team, but were you playing for Jonestown Primary at the same time in any competition, or there was no competition?
Well, there wasn't no competition, but we used to play like against Iris Gelly, Central Branch. There wasn't any competition at that time, but we used to just play like some games against each other.
Okay. So when did you start playing like you remember your first competitive football game as a footballer?
Well, as I'm telling you, we start at that age, 9-year-old coming up. We play under 13 right through. When we reach 12, me I play under 13, me I play under 15. When me at 13.
For West Admiral?
Yes, West Admiral.
Okay.
Me at 13, 14, me I play minor league for Arnett Garden. 14, 15, minor league, same way.
Okay. Oh, so you started playing. You play minor league for Arnett Gardens, 14. Yeah. Oh, good. I mean, you were some of the players who were on that minor league team. You remember some of the players that you grew up playing with in your early days?
Yeah, man. Because in those days, we were playing like Orius Brown, Philip King. That's the big brother of Cottrell King.
Okay.
Yeah, and we play with a few other players.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you played that. How did you get into Charlie Smith? You did common entrance or
common entrance.
Okay, you passed a Charlie Smith.
Yeah.
All right. So you started going to Charlie Smith. Now, what was that like? You started playing for Charlie Smith from first form, or it took you a while?
Yeah, man. Once we from enter the school, we start represent the school in course competition. That's from 7th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade.
Okay. Did you win anything in Coles or Pepsi at Charlie Smith?
No. Because at the time, Charlie Smith wasn't that established in football. At that time, we were playing me, Chris Dias, a couple of us.
Okay. So before you got to Charlie Smith, they used to play Manning Cup?
No. Yes, man, Charlie Smith, I played Manning Cup before we get to Charlie Smith, man. But in those days, there wasn't like a powerhouse until
your generation.
Yeah, our generation. We, Chris Dias, Prince Orion.
All right, so tell us about now your first. So you just tell us the first year when Charlie Smith became like that name. Like, when did that start? What year did that start? And what the team was like? And what was all of that like?
Well, eventually, I think I put it like from 85.
Yeah.
85, where I think we go semi-final that year. And then 86, we go to the final and lost to Kingston College 1-0. Yeah.
Okay. So you went to the final 85. You remember how that season
No,
when 85?
85, we never got to the final. We got semi-final. We went to the
Semi-final.
semi-final round. Yeah.
So 85, that was what? Your first year, your second
No,
year, your
I
third?
didn't play that year.
Oh, you weren't on the team?
No, circumstances beyond my control. So I didn't.
Oh, you can't share those circumstances.
No.
All right. But you played 86.
Yeah, 86 was my first year.
What the coach never like you? How you could be playing football for Arnett guard all of these years? And you get to school and you can't make the team? All right.
No,
anyways.
it's not about couldn't making the team, you know. As I say, things happen.
Okay.
So that was it, yeah.
All right, so 86, you played on the 86 team.
Yes, play on the 86 team.
All right, tell us about the 86 season from the beginning to end, the preparation, your first game and all of that. Just share that with us.
Well, 86 was the year, as I said before, that's the year people really start to take Charles Smith serious, because I'm going to tell you, say, we'd have such talent, but there was, I don't know, a school like Charles Smith just have come up whenever I have no good management, whenever I have no good structure. It was our pure talent.
Who was the coach?
I think his
Oliver
name was
Clue?
no, Mr. Isaacs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
so but you guys had camp and all of those things, though. Are you just train?
It would just train. I'm tell you, said there wasn't a program. It was just raw talent, and it's like when we reached the final, somebody came on board and we're going to a hotel the night before the final, and that was basic justice.
Maybe that's why I don't lose, man.
Well, even said that because we never used to we used to stay home and go play the game,
But I mean, how the 86 season go? You remember the games like you played coming all the way up to the final, and who were some of the players you had to go up against and all of those?
Quite well, man, because I think the first game, when we won the first game, that's where the excitement really begin. People start follow us around when we have a game at Sabina Park.
Who did you beat in the first game?
Who did beat again? I don't quite remember. But we won the first game.
Okay.
Won the first game.
Did you top your zone in 86?
Yes, man. We top our zone, man.
You top the zone. All right. And then you went on to the quarterfinals.
Yes, man. And we
you remember who was in the quarterfinal zone?
I think it was like Donun.
Yeah.
Come up against Donun, because I think I don't quite remember. I don't want to say what I don't remember, but I don't quite remember. Okay. Oh no, so we play a lot of top teams coming up that year, because our Manning Cup final should have gone that year. It should have been a GSC Charles Smith Manning Cup final, but things happen. Well, it never got to happen.
What? In the interview, I'll be a secret. What the things happen? So how JC got knocked out? Because JC got knocked out.
No, just it was like goal difference. JC never progressed.
Oh! Somebody allowed somebody to score some goal.
Yeah, that's what was said. Yeah.
Oh, so JC was in your zone as well?
No, JC was in the other zone.
Oh, JC was in the zone with KC,
JC, Woolman. Yes.
Oh, yeah, I hear that story.
Oh, that story.
Oh, I hear that story. Oh, okay, that was the same way with like Pat Cover and them man there.
Pat Cover, yeah, with Richard McDonald,
Richard McDonald and Craig Butler was playing for that team too.
Yes.
Okay. So okay. So in your zone, though, you had Charlie Smith. Excelsior was in there too.
No, Eke, we never played Eke 86. We never played Eke 86. Eke wasn't there.
Camperdown wasn't in your zone.
No, I don't think. No. Camperdown, no. I think we may try to remember exactly who was. I think Donun was part of our zone with Freddie Butler.
You played against Freddie Butler?
Yeah, man, we are talking, man.
And beat Donun?
Yeah, man, Donun. I told them all beat me.
His penalty. Wasn't that a game that played at 7 apart that Byron was 17 penalty and them scored the first 2 penalties? And
no, man,
them win the game?
88 Manning Cup final.
So 86, you played against Freddie Butler?
Yeah, man. Freddie never played 88, man. 87 Freddie them last year, I think.
But 86 you play against Freddie Butler?
Yeah, man. Play against Freddie, man.
Yeah, man. So how the game go? How did you manage? Because Freddie no big forward them time then at the league, man.
Yeah, man. But you have to understand, you know. You see them time when you play with Charles Smith, you know, you don't know, you know, it was like...
Yeah.
I don't want nobody to take it the wrong way. You know, them time we were so rugged. We have played with Charles Smith. He represents like a jungle people. I said jungle and the fear, the drive fear in the people. And as me are the smallest one, but me always are the biggest one in our body. So the fear there.
Yeah.
So
okay, you're the biggest one on the field. So
yeah, but me are the youngest one in age.
Okay. So, you're still young, right. Yeah, so who was on the Arnett Garden team in 86? You remember the team?
What, Charlie Smith?
Yeah, the Charlie Smith team, sorry.
Yeah, man. I'm going to tell you some, man. Christopher Dias, man. Prince Orion, Archibald Dudley, Errol McKenzie, the goalkeeper, Robert Small, Desmond Gorilla David, the late Desmond Gorilla David.
Gorilla was on the team too?
Yes, man.
Oh, but Lucian wasn't on it though yet. Lucian didn't come on it. And Byron didn't come on yet.
No, Byron didn't come the other. So it was a nice.
Kirk was in the Rowe brothers, Gregory and Kirk.
No, the Rowe them come 87.
Okay.
87 Rowe them. I think 87 them start. Yeah. I'm not lie. Because Greg, the smaller one didn't play with me, which was Sydney Rowe. I think it was Gregory Rowe.
Okay. So that team, Belly was the man though?
Yeah, man. Dias, man. Always Dias are the star, man.
So how did KC beat you in the final?
Well, I mean, I tell you, some boys like up and down. It was, as I say, at the first, I remember, you know, it was back-to-back finals for KC, you know.
We never lost in 85?
No, man, KC, I think KC win back-to-back, 85, 86.
Okay.
Because it was like, that was a new journey for us. Charlie Smith never been to a Manning Cup final before. The experience was, and as I say, it was like the great George Thompson will come up against, and him come with a strategy they will pay off.
You remember the game? The game in the National Stadium?
Yeah, man.
So what was the score line?
1-1.
Yeah, you remember who scored against you? You remember who scored the goal?
Luke and Brown.
Oh, Luke and Brown scored. Good goal?
Well, I just say, you know, that win the game, you know, so we are a person that want to put it. It have to be outside the box to say it's good. That was the only goal scored. That was the goal that win them the Manning Cup that year.
How difficult was that for you, though? I mean, to deal with?
Well, may I tell you, say, as I say, it was an experience for us to cherish. And one of the things is, we're sorry, because Dias they deserve to win something. Prince William, Desmond David, they deserve, because at that time, as I may tell you, say, they were the more outstanding players. It's outstanding in every department. But as I said, it never work out. Never
All
work
right, so
out.
that's 86. What happened in 87 now?
Well, 87, when we say we gain more experience and even younger players come in, like Byron Earl and Lucian Anderson, players come in and fit in, and we were going, but we did achieve a change coach that year.
Oliver Klug?
No, I think the name is Trevor Appleton.
Oh.
Yeah, that was a man. And even the
So
first game, yeah.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Even the first game, I didn't play. I was suspended for the first game.
Look like you always miss a game, them. You miss a team, you miss game.
No, it was a Trenchtown derby because it was we on Trenchtown opening that year.
Okay.
Yeah, and we end up winning 1-0, but at the time, we could have been much further, you know. We could have been much further, but certain things we never really understand growing up, and we used to just take football. I really want to say we take it for granted because it was the only thing that we enjoy. Kind of like today where you have gadgets and all kind of things where your mind at that point. It was only football for us, but in those days it was like recognition was there, but as I said, we never have no structure. Charles Smith didn't have any structure where put in place where we have nobody could have come with us, you know, people come and push us, tell us to do this and do that. We never have that.
Okay.
But as I say, our raw talent, because even them time that it's like we can play football, but we never have the physical condition. And that was the first year Jerome Waite started to get involved with Charles Smith, 1987.
Okay. That was the year when Camper down at the big team with like with Adonis Maxwell.
Yeah, them come that year and them win the opening game, them beat Kingston College in the opening match.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was even the year when it's like me that said to myself, me that gain that experience there with that on my peak, and it's like we used to take things for granted. We're not telling a lie because now we look back and we see.
You wasted some time.
Yeah, because as I said, in those days, people put things politics in front of the sports. People never look upon us and say, listen, we're athletes. It no matter where we're from. If a Jungle, Tivoli, Rima, fancy talent, they give the talent a chance to go excel, but it wasn't meant to be. Because at that time, there was so much, everybody have them favorites. But I'm going to say, we performed well that year there, because that year there, I was going so good. We play stats in our Manning Cup match at Sabina Park, and stats end up lead us 2-0, and we end up get a penalty, and me take the penalty, kick the ball away at Sabina Park. And I say, we can't kick ball. I said, Marvin Chingo near this to lick him away. And
that's the team that had Maurice Cyrus?
Yes. And then in the game, we get back. I scored 2 beautiful goals that day.
Yeah?
Yeah, draw 12. Yeah, man, if you get Cyrus.
But Stats won that year, you know. Yeah,
them
win. Supposed to be here, you know, because him tell him that tonight I interviewing you, you know. And he said, don't tell him, you know. Don't tell me, because come on, you know.
I'm a do it, man.
Okay.
We link now and then. Even when more time I'm in New York, we link Florida, we link same way. So as I tell you, say it was like indiscipline, because it was like even today now, me as a coach, I try to tell the youth them, say, listen, we have to stretch before we kick a ball. Because this when happened to me 87, we don't want it repeat on them youth at today. But we used to text say, we're young, nothing couldn't do, Nothing couldn't do. And when the coach waiter remind me, the same injury Leon Bailey get, I saw me get my injury. I saw my foot start mash up. Because I tell you, sir, when Byron tell when me I kick football.
Yeah.
And we just come at daytime, just pat the ball, and just kick them. So after the stats game now, we'd have Meadowbrook the following week. I don't know, score 2 goals, let up on an eye. Everybody has said, yeah, Eugene.
2 free kick, right? It's 2 free kick to score.
2 free kick, man. Yeah, man. One at the edge of the 18 and one from the half line.
Are you score from half line for Marvin Chin?
Yeah, man. We are terrible, man.
So Sabina Park was in the real football. You probably cut down the size of the field.
Nah, man. That was the best place to play football, man.
All right.
And the problem was the cricket pitch in the middle,
Okay.
Yeah,
So
man.
So you had the second game against Meadowbrook now. So
yes,
you're high. You're up on a high. Nothing but about training.
Training cross training full because training Rama daytime, and you don't know.
Meaning
spectators
coming to watch the training?
Yeah, man, we are talking about, man. Them time, man, nobody now watch Arnett train. Charles with people start watch, man.
Okay.
And start kick the ball over my field. Something stick me on my foot the day, like when I think that the Friday. But we never understand. We never know nothing about injury like that. We never know nothing about hamstring, quadricep, but we never know nothing about them things.
Oh.
I understand. We never know nothing.
Yeah.
Kick the ball on my field, something got twing and me now pay it in my mind.
Yeah, just continue.
Still I continue. And like the Saturday now, the game now, and get a free kick around the edge of the 18. So the whole of buying and stand up now because them say goal. And when I come stand and swing my foot, like me just feel something goes up. And from there, so I start get that injury and start the therapy. You know your foot kind of feel look better and people you can't go play, but some people don't understand. So training and match are two different things. And for that season, one of the better team we did have, and the further as a progress, it was a semi-final. Whenever
you went to the semi-final again?
Yeah, man, the semi-final and Walker Cup, the semi-final and Manning Cup. Done on Liquid Night semi-final and Excelsior Liquid Night semi-final. Done on Liquid Night semi-final and Walker Cup and Excelsior Liquid Night semi-final and Manning.
That is a big bad Excelsior side.
Yeah, the Excelsior side will get 6-1 night final.
Yeah, that Excelsior side with Fidel Hamilton.
Yeah, man, my friend Fidel, man. You know, good friend Billy Jack and he said me, I said my good friend
Daddy Fly.
Yeah,
Daddy
man.
Fly.
My good friend Booker. You don't know my friend them, man.
Yes, so okay, so now that is because this is now your second card. 85 you never play. 86 you lose final. 87 you injured. 88 now. Wild Gilbert. Charlie.
Yeah, that was the year now when we really, because at 87 now when we start playing for Arnett, we play Major League for Arnett.
Oh, you were playing for Arnett in 87?
Yeah, man, I play for Arnett from 85, man.
Major League?
I'm a player Premier League. First man I play for Arnett at Premier League playoff, man, against JDF, man, at 15 years old.
15-year-old?
Yeah, man, we are talking about, man.
So you go up against like JDF with Michael Tuller and them, man.
Michael Tuller, man, we ain't the one that them, man. I ain't the king, them, man. Cement kid, man.
At 15-year-old?
15-year-old, man. 15, man.
That's when Arnett got promoted.
No, we never come at Premier League. It was a playoff to come at Premier League.
And JDF won.
Yeah, JDF it won.
Oh, that time Gaddafi did it, Gaddafi.
Yes, Gaddafi them. Gaddafi they had it for them time then.
Oh, okay. So that's 85. Okay.
85, yeah.
So 86 now you play for Arnett and you play for Charlie.
Yeah, man. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then
I'm a win minor league 86 for Union Garden.
Okay.
Yeah, captain Union Guard now win minor league.
So you're playing minor league and you're playing major league.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna tell you so them time. Yeah, remember when we go to school, we play Money Cup and we could have play everything one time, the same time.
So you're
major
playing
league.
you're playing Money Cup, major league, minor league.
Yeah, no, minor league is done. Cause remember minor league I the summer.
Yeah.
So Money Cup will play major league.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So when did Arnett get promoted to the Premier League?
Arnett get promoted in 1989, 88, 89. We playoff. We now playoff with Tivoli. We have a playoff with Tivoli, a two-legged playoff. We win the first leg, 4-love. The second leg never play. Then we are Marvally. Draw the first leg 2-all and win the second leg 2-love.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, so that's 88, 89.
88,
so no,
89.
so no, 88 now, but you're still at Charlie Smith because this is when Charlie Smith won Manning Cup for the first time.
Yeah, man. After we win Manning Cup, man, we come do the playoff, man.
Right. So you have to tell us.
88, me still play Manning Cup and play Major League same
okay,
way.
so tell us about that 88 Charlie Smith season there, because I mean,
well,
no Lucian Anderson in the team and Byron Earl in the team and you in the team.
Yeah, man. Paul Bailey, Steve Thompson, Archibald Walton, a young Cottrell King, a Marco Pratt, a Chris Diaz, rest in peace, Kirkland McLeod. You see, that was our team. The two Nelson brother, Kenrick and Garfield Nelson, Walton Brissett. Trust me, man. A team that I tell you, say, yeah, man.
Because that year you won Manning Cup, right? Who you playing in the final?
Man,
you remember the final?
Yeah, Dunon.
Yeah. Oh, this is where they were leading you by 2 penalties and then them say them win.
Yeah, them win. Yeah.
Did you get any penalty this one? Because the last time you kick a penalty, you bush it a survivor part. Did they get any this time?
One, Gregory Hall come off him line, come save my penalty. And I beat him chest. I'm a player, them look at me as a skipper, no worry, man. We are going to do this. And we're not deal with it, you know.
Okay.
So you want 88. I lost 1 point. We just dropped point the first game. And we only lose. We lose Walker Cup final. Camperdown.
Camperdown beating the Walker Cup final, 88.
Yeah,
and then you lost the Olivia Shield as well to Rossies.
Sorry, they're mad, man. A silent to go Mobile, go silent Mobile, man. They're mad, man. 1-all at Kingston, 2-1 on Mobile. Drop a pin on Mobile, the whole of Kingston here. They're mad, man. One bus load of spectator, man.
Yeah?
Nah, man. Man, Oliver Shield, man. Beat up Comfrey, man. Herbert Morrison.
Herbert Morrison on the beat. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
All right, so that's 88. And then that is the same season how Arnett got promoted. And then you left Charlie Smith that year.
Yeah, because we leave Charlie Smith, but we'd play, I think we're going to play all morning and we'd have to run, come up the morning. The match was a Sunday, 2 o'clock against Harborview, the player first. Yeah, Harborview, because we play Harborview, Tivoli, and Marvally. Because Harborview did have Booker Dread them time there.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
So you played all morning.
Yeah, man. Played two all morning, man.
Oh, 88 and 87.
Yeah, 87, captain 88.
Oh, you captain the all morning in 88?
Yeah.
And then I think Rossi's and then who won all morning in that 88? The all morning in all the custom match.
Me won all morning, man.
Okay. All right. During this time, were you called up to any of the Jamaica U teams?
Yeah, man. Always. But as I say, I don't know. As I said, I never want to say certain things, but I'm tell you some things you never need to talk, but you just love it at that because them things they are water under the bridge and people used to put it on talk about indiscipline and when you're there, you see man them worse off than you, but you everybody have them favorites and who like who and them way. So but never too because I never have no grudge against my friend them we play. Coombs them, Jamal Green them because all of it we have so talented. Agla, Gibbs, Binger, the whole away. So I never try to say boy, because whole away are friend. Even now, and now we show more friendship with one another. Because we don't leave one another, we always keep the link and them thing.
Yeah,
And
you think because of where you're from or the team that you played for, you never got enough. No, but
Yeah,
I mean, you think that affected you? You think so, or you don't believe that had anything to do with it?
as I'm saying, you know, where you come from, where you're from, you know, should have nothing to decide the destiny, you know, or your future, you know. But as I said, them time the people is so idiotic and fool because they make politics that way, you know, about come in that party. If we da put the country first. Because I remember talent in our time playing Manning Cup coming up. Today you now have them talent there.
Yeah, you say you had more talent in your time compared to now. Because you're a coach in the system. When
Yeah.
you look at when you look at these players now compared to all the time when you are playing, you think there was more talent back then than now?
We have to remember, you know, it was only football alone we know about, you know.
Yeah.
We did want to play football. Even when we were going to school, we couldn't wait for tomorrow we are training school class finish. We know so we're gonna play some football. Lunchtime, we're gonna play football. We mash up the one shoes we have. You know, I get that them thing they new turn out of them thing nowadays. The love not there again, like where we do. As I say, there are other things out there will occupy them time. Yeah, that the phone, the computer, all of these gadgets. Not there again.
Yeah. I see a man asking about Wicked Walk.
Cattrell Goodman, that was good man. Yeah man, that was good man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So Gunners Boss have a lot of comments to sing. So let me ask you, on the Schoolboy thing, they will jump to Arnett and sing. Because like what you said, that there were a lot more talent now. But you realize that them youths here now, the training and the preparation is way better than back then though.
May I tell you, because right now, we have more knowledge about the game, we have more understanding. We can go up on YouTube, we can go up on Google. Remember when we are going to school, I would get even homework and so forth. We'd have to go line up a time and forget at the library. Now a youth can just go up on the phone and say, Google or Cyrus, tell me this, and everything just happen with it.
They right at them fingertip.
Yeah, man, everything they right, that's up to them, man. Everything, man. But let's say it's all good. We can't blame them, you know. Can't blame them.
You know, Try Pinnock is here, you know. You know, Try Pinnock. This is the great.
Big up my friend Pepe and go on, brother.
He said BIGHEAD was going to be the captain of the Jamaica under-16.
Yeah, man. And them say we break camp tonight and only me alone not them suspend.
Say it did break camp for you?
We don't break camp. Pepsi can't tell you. Remember in a holiday, we are youth.
No, why you man didn't tell me? You didn't tell me. Did you break camp? Yes or no?
No. Pepsi tell you more than one of them.
No, we never ask how much first. We ask if you break camp.
Tell you, know. They admit it with break camp, we just go cross the road with that GC faster. And them have a little club cross the road. They don't know youth. And the whole way. And the people them draw a card say me and the month I will break the camp.
Yeah. So and you're the only person get suspended?
Yeah, man, they're the only one get suspended, man. Yeah, man. That's right. You see, Mr. Ali, man, all is have to give that man the respect, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, man, Lieber, man. The man that stand up for, man.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
man.
he got you back into the team.
Nah, man, he will tell us that the only man will stand up to me, man, and everybody go against the man.
Oh, he wanted you to stay, and then everybody was against.
Yeah.
Oh.
The man, I tell them, say, listen, it can't be an him alone, Ray. But as I say, water under the bridge, and me no hold no grudge against the man, because every man make them decision, and you understand.
Yeah.
Some of them hold no grudge against the man.
Yeah, but how was it? I mean, how good were the teams that you played on in comparison to the other Charlie Smith team with Colonel Chinsu, Bunzi, Eugene, Barnes, Pele, I think Troy, Arnett, and them Monday. Which one of the teams were better? The Belly Dias team with
you can't say which one were better, you know.
Yeah.
Because you have to remember, Charles Smith 1988 team, you have to understand Manning Cup in those times.
Tell us
Every
about
school
it,
could have win Manning Cup them time there. It's a Charles Smith 95 team, superior to everybody. Because my school couldn't lose 95. Nobody never have we for win Manning Cup. Not 88. Nobody never have we for win 90. Our Charles Smith team 95 was so dominant. Dominant. I think was like we always 4 to 5 goals better than our opponent then. Our 95 team. A 7 level go up at JC, go get JC now. When them are boots up JC.
Yeah, that is true. That Charlie Smith team was so your point is that when in your time though it was much harder because every team, the Adonis Maxwell, the Troy Pinnock, the I Fidel Hamilton, you understand? It was the competition was tougher then.
Yeah, man, remember, you know. Yeah. The good player from a Kingston C.
Ali Rose.
All right. No, Ali Rose not playing on my time. Ali Rose played 92.
Oh, he played afterwards.
What me I say? Remember, you know, stats. When you talk about stats, you talk about Mary Cyrus.
Marvin
you talk
Chin.
about Carl Binger, Marvin Chin. When I say Ulmas, you talk about Paul Young.
Yeah.
When I say GSC, you talk about Pat Cover.
Georges and Chipper Morgan.
No, man, not Chipper. Name it, man. You talk about Robert Hall, Demessa.
Yeah.
When I said Meadowbrook, you talk about the Gabler twin them. Big Coombs, Big Bobby.
Yeah.
No, remember, you know. When I say KC, you talk about Rambo McCreed, you talk about Herbert Richards.
Yeah.
You talk about Salah.
Calabar of Juvenile.
Calabar, Shedden, Juvenile.
Yeah, Excelsior.
You talk about Fidel Hamilton. You talk about Russian. You talk about Booker Dread. When they say Donon, you talk about Freddie. You talk about Yap. Remember, you know. So in that time there, you know. Remember, you know, you dominate minor league, you know, your name a carry over in a Manning Cup, you know, and that, you know, bring you, I saw your fan base bill, you know.
Yeah.
And then, remember, no, look into it. So when you look at it in the Cena never play a Manning Cup, St. Anne's never play a Manning Cup. You understand? So that look one player from Cena is either come at Charles Smith and go. You may go Excelsior and go. You understand me? I said that St. Anne's player there.
Yeah.
They have understand them time there, trust me. Nobody never expect a Charles Smith for win the Manning Cup them time there.
Roger Creed was at
Roger Creed them at Tivoli. Four of them at Tivoli.
Four of them, yeah.
You have to look on them. Remember, you know, the competitiveness them time there.
Yeah,
you understand?
That is true.
Yeah, man, you talk about Campadon, you have Adonis, you have Pepian, you have Leo Pusey, you have Polar Beer in the goal.
Yeah.
You hear that? You have the whole, you have Scuffrey, the whole of them you there.
It is true, and it was more competitive. The teams had more good players were in the different teams, so anybody could have won. Yeah.
88 when you talk about Ulmas, you talk about Ricky V and them thing, you talk about Bubla G. Remember, you know, your years have come up, you know, 86 years come right up, you know, 88, you know, you talk about the quality and the, as I say, man. So, Charles,
So you can't
95.
compare the 95 team with the, yeah.
Charles, 95 team was superior, man. Enough for them time, man. Superior,
Yes,
man.
and that's when I remember Daigi Reds as well from Calabar.
My friend Daigi Calabar, I never call him name. Because me and him there in Florida already, them they left me out. You see me I say, so when you look upon them time, they talk about them talent, them man. If we the honest football fan them time, them man, we da qualify for more than one World Cup, man.
Yeah, so let me, I mean, so that's the high school thing now. Arnett, during your era as well, coming on, was it probably the best time in the Arnett Gardens football? That the whole time coming up with the whole, from like the belly dias from that whole generation. I think all the way up to the ending of the Colonel Chinsu, Pele Wilson them time. I think the probably last good era was when Kemal Malcolm and Marvin Morgan, those guys were there. But I mean, the glory days were really during your time when they keep going final, semi-final. Reno, I mean, what was those times like for you as a baller? Going back now to meet up on some of these cool footballers like Hagler and Jim Dandy, the Hector, the players. You understand me that you would have played with, I mean, what was that time like playing in the Premier League?
Well, as I said, we not bash nobody and we not, in those days, football was so enjoyable because I remember at 3 o'clock games I played.
Yeah.
Man, I go left him dinner for come and match. I see we have Arnett got St. Thomas and man ride bicycle from jungle come a land top.
Ride bicycle from jungle go to St. Thomas.
Land top. Hear that? When in them days, as I tell you, say, I think people did more in the game than today because I said the gadgets them come in now. People more like for us go football now for us magger. The support of them. Hear that? Remember one time when you got a Montego Bay, it's if you reach St. Anne, if you go play a Seba, the amount of red and green flag you see. I remember Jared Park you're going.
Yeah.
Man, I beat down your bus, you know. You see them time there, as I said, probably it was the only thing for people.
Yeah, that is
and
it.
Like,
it was one, yeah.
And I like today now, a man that just know, say, listen, match I go show up on TV. I don't waste my time going so. You understand what I say?
Yeah.
Them days there, your picture come out in the gleaner. You're the hottest thing. You cut out that, you build a scrapbook.
Yeah.
Yeah, that. Them time there, when we have played, it was like the community did unite. Yeah, that the community did unite. Because it's a football, it's when Arnett do good. Our community.
The community do good.
Yeah, man. And when Arnett do good, I don't know. Politics, PNP do good. Yeah, that. Because I'm telling you, it's a football bring people together. In our time, nobody no better than a baller. No care how bad you is, say a bad man. When you play footballer, you are the man.
Yeah. Yeah, the community
Baller,
run, yeah.
Yeah, footballer, people love you, man. Yeah, that.
How much Premier League titles you have with Arnett?
Well, me only have as coach, never win as a player.
Oh, you know. So let me ask you now, which one of the forward them who are some of the forward them give a warm time in the Premier League when they are playing? You know, so when they go play against the forward, they have to play a A game. Because slip is a goal.
You always, when you have to play Seba, T-Gat, you know T-Gat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that. When you have to play Reno, you know Reno. when you play Wadada, you know, say, him name Jarrett.
Jarrett,
Evan
yeah.
Jarrett.
When you play Reno, who was the forward
You
that?
know,
Cantil and Jim Dandy.
Cantil, Jim Dandy.
Yeah.
That. When you play them team there. That. When you play Constance Spring, you talk about Lincoln Tough.
Trevor Lamb.
Trevor Lamb, you play Waterhouse, you talk about Dijab.
Yeah, Dijab Webb.
Yeah. Say me I say.
Yeah.
When you have to understand, when you play Wanderers, you have when name Paul Lately. I went to say name Big Paul Lately.
Yeah.
You understand?
When you go play JDF.
When you play JDF, you know, so you come up against Tolo and Wayne Wanda and you say me I say.
Yeah.
Then you play against Black Star, you have a boy. When name again, man? When them man them
fed them up. No, fed up Volvo.
Volvo fed them up play for man.
Yeah. Jumbo you attack.
When name again, man?
Jumbo used to play for Black Star.
Name, man. So me I tell you say, in a them time there, you know you go up against them team. Like, I remember you know, the match now show up on TV, a radio match a company. And you know, them come interview, we are say, boy, I know we are going to Moby, and when we go to Moby, we are dealing Tiga, and when you reach them, there's a man there, hey boy, Eugene, you think I jungle today? I come Moby on the day, no and rare and them start, and the man now hurt you physically, a man just a same piece, you know, and you know, say, you know what you're up against.
Yeah. Which was the place was the biggest, which I think that was the biggest, like you think, was the biggest rival.
No man, when let me tell you say, even when we play Hazard them time there, and Hazard did have the whole of Jamaica team.
God off to leave Arnett and go Hazard too.
Yeah, God have to leave and go Hazard.
Yeah.
See? And you know, Bingham did go play center forward 1 year for Hazard. I would move from defense to center forward. See?
Yeah.
And when Arnett got a road, everybody wants Arnett because Arnett have the biggest fan base. Yeah, that the biggest fan base.
Over Reno and them team there?
Yeah, man. No, Arnett have the biggest fan base, man. Ask any man them willing to tell the truth, man. We are talking about, man.
Over Reno and the sea, but them in them prime, and the water that them in them prime.
When we are got road. All right, watch this now. It's when we are going to Moby, it's if we are going to play Seba, the man where they are kickers are cheer for we. Kickers support are cheer for we. What are the support are cheer for we?
Yeah.
When them name four support are cheer for we. I saw it go, you know. When we are play Wadada, I saw it go. The supporter them switch on and cheer for we.
Okay.
Remember that, you know. Remember the Arnett have whole heap of supporters, Saint and Tricnic and them place there.
Man.
Yes, so Arnett, man, Arnett have the biggest fan base, man.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
So I mean, all right. So who are some of the players that in a year time you really look up to as, you know, like defenders that were big defenders, midfielders, forwards that you say, yeah, you see these players, I mean, maybe in your team or outside of your team, but who are some of the players that you really respected in your time, playing locally here in Jamaica?
I respect every player, but you have players where we have a better relationship with than some. Yeah, because when you talk about Rena, Aaron Lawrence, my brother, we're on the same day, same year, same month.
Yeah?
Yeah, man. Warren Barrett, man. Same year, same. Yeah, man.
Yeah, Aaron Lawrence. Yeah,
man. Wireless, man. Warren Barrett, Tyan, Keith Tomlinson.
That's a Troy Campbell. That's a Butters.
Yeah, man.
Keith Tomlinson and Butters.
Yeah, man. We are talking about, man. Winston Henry, man. Tanto, man. Yeah, that. Late Steve Short, Malcolm, man. Tati Brown. Stennett Sam, the one boss him.
Yeah, from one other goalkeeper, big keeper.
Yeah, Twinny Bug, man. Yeah, me I tell you, man, we were.
Bud Morrow.
Yeah, man. You it. I'm a boy.
Yeah.
Mark Agla Wilson, I call you, yo, we keep a thing right. There's so much man. They got elder, me and him not left out one another. Yeah, that enough other man, I can't even mention them name, but me I tell you say, them the other man, them are west. And I tell you say, you come back in a town, you know, say, we always do my respect to Bingy. Yeah, that.
You big Blair? Yeah.
You talk about Boy Stone, man. You talk about Joe Down, man. You talk about Ninja Clive, man. You talk about, man.
Yeah.
You talk about Waterhouse, you know, Raymond Dijab Web, man.
Yeah.
You say, you say, my friend, Gaddafi. You say, me, I say, yeah, man. You say, Chris DeCosta, man. I saw what thing go, man. One thing, you know.
We're singing at
We show
Tivoli.
the love there with the one another, man.
Tivoli.
And the respect, man.
And
you don't know Arnett, Prince Kareem. Tivoli, man, then I have four of them 12, man. Steve Green, man, ready, man. Where they were down there, man. And behind the man, Blink, man, straight up, man. Rather, where they are New York, and rather, Richie, Link up, man. Where they, man, a ball of thing, man. I know what I have of you. No man knows a Bower, my idol. A Bower and Ray White, my idolize in a local football.
Yeah, Andrew Bowines, yeah?
Yeah,
I never know that.
Yeah, man, they're not defender, man, already, man. And them, man, they idolize, man. Right, enough, man, who know some of my favorite team was Boystone.
Your favorite team?
Yeah. Joe Down, man, I'm a boy, man, be that favorite, but you don't know the line.
You couldn't tell nobody. You couldn't tell nobody.
No. No, my God. You used to people go watch Boystone play Premier League before Arnett come out Premier League.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. We used to go watch already, man.
Yeah,
man.
This guy,
man. Yeah, man.
I was asking about this player from Arnett Garden. Because Arnett Garden is like one of the teams that we always loving up. Geddes Alexander.
Well, yeah, man. Big up at the Geddes, man. You don't know a whole C-bar, man.
Yeah, man.
I remember, I know Coach Thomas bring the whole of them come down the road, you know.
Yeah.
But
listen, tell me about you remember your first game you played for the Jamaica senior team?
Well, I never played a game because when I never start on that, people have a vex, so I never want going at that.
No, he might come on the program and he man can't talk nothing.
Man. And I can't talk, man. There's so much things I'm tell you, say, you know. Means a youth, me not try for all nobody. One game I play with Jamaica under 23, we play a friendly. I'm a score, win 3-2 tonight. I think we play we that prepare for the Panam game 9-3.
Yeah.
But we never go. I think I will play one of them French speaking
Guadeloupe.
Yeah, Guadeloupe win 3-2 tonight in a stadium. And me score the second goal. Jamaica thing, you know, as I tell you, say, you know,
people always, because I tell you why I ask you this, because a lot of people always wonder, like during that time, Chris Dias had a hard time getting in Jamaica team. You had a hard time getting in Jamaica team. Byron had a hard time getting in Jamaica team. All right. Most of the Arnett players, they were doing so good. I can't remember Cottrell King playing. Marco Pratt.
Yeah, right? Them get Marco. Marco get the call when Marco leave Arnett.
When him leave on it. All right, so watch this now. So some people are saying that it had to do with where the coach was and who the coach was and the politics and all of that. So I mean, but then there was also people like Wendell Downswell, who was a coach as well, who never come from Kingston, never, right? So what were some of the things? Because them even changing at the football. Why certain players just can't get into the team? Is it because of where them live? Is that the players, would you say that it is a discipline? Why are they just think you don't have any discipline? Because it's not that you weren't good enough because you made all money. You were supposed to captain under 16. You play youth football and you can't get into the national team when you were getting better.
Well, as I say, Mr. Coach come to me over Arnett and say, you know me, got you for make you get picked by Jamaica team. I say, Coach, respect what you're doing about that. I'm not interested in this again. You know. Enough thing happened to me, you know. Enough
Oh,
thing,
you
you
told
know.
them that they weren't
Let me tell you,
interested.
say, and man. Yeah, man, after the last time, man, when Mr. Maxwell, Jeffrey Maxwell, that's all always respect that man then. Man, come over on it. Man, say that to me. It's like, as I tell you, say, the man them play politics with a career, man. The man them never love the foot. Them seems them love the football, but them only love themselves.
You think those things have changed now, or you think the football is still the same way?
Nah, man. Nothing not change, man. Why you believe we can't qualify for our next World Cup? Eh? Because none of it, they're not real to themselves. Nobody not real to us. Be a hypocrisy. Hear that? Be a hypocrisy. You know, see, we have nothing to put in place for help all past players and all them things. You know, see, be a hypocrisy. We tend for do what? For hype and one another, and we feel so we in our office, we're above each other, we're better than each other.
Listen, let me ask, because this is part of my thing, because when I think about like your career at Arnett Garden and thing, and I mean, I'm glad to see that you and Byron or Lara Charlie Smith, but so many of the players are not even involved in the clubs that they are the, you understand me? They are the, like you said, the foundation to the success of the club. I always say to people like, Arnett is one of those places that when I talk about Arnett Garden, you talk about Eugene, you talk about BIGHEAD, Lucian, can give you the names, Byron Earl, the Belly Dias and thing. And I'm saying, you guys have a big stadium, and there's not even a picture of you guys over there, right? But all of you still live in the community. You understand me? Why you think, what is happening with the football that you live in the community, probably still part of the club structure? Those things can happen in the clubs that people like you are in.
Well, as I say, you know, it's sometime it depends on who you put in charge. Yeah, because football, if we did leave on it,
that's what I'm going to get to next.
Yeah, if we did leave on it, people tell me that, man, come to me and say, where are you? Come on, Azad, you must play for Jamaica. And say, come on, I say, yeah. We say, it's easy, but we say that we leave, you know, but we leave, the whole family have to leave. In that time there, we couldn't make a mistake. Can't remember them time there, you know, it was really about.
I always tell people that, because people always say, if them so good, how them never leave on it? You couldn't, there was a risk in, let me put it this way, there was a risk in leaving, and the risk could be that maybe your grandmother and your mother would have to leave the house, or leave the house down there and find somewhere to live.
Remember, you know, I'm going to tell you this.
Or is it that no that only Hazard alone ever wanted your other teams came to you and you just...
What you say? We could have there a Seba, man. When we win Oliver Shield night, you know, a Montego Bay, you know, I would appear when I celebrate.
Yeah.
And big up Zabo. Stay down for Seba.
Yeah, Zabo, yeah.
Man, they come, Eugene. Seba, you know. Rest in peace, Gene Gray. Fat eye. Man, they say Eugene, what are they?
So one say Seba, one say what are that?
They say, one say, one of that. They say, one sick down there. We won't be able to go we. But you see, the thing is, but enough people never understand. You see, the love that we have for our community, it's come like even all that. We just believe in Arnett more than anything else.
But you think it's just, maybe you just had the fear, and if you really did leave, nothing would happen? Because maybe sometimes...
As I'm saying, no.
Because Gaddafi left. Gaddafi leave.
No, Gaddafi don't live a joke. Call Gaddafi. Let Gaddafi tell you. All them chastise him when yeah. Remember the Gaddafi never live a Waterford. Gaddafi live.
Yeah, Portmore they live. Yeah. So could I leave? Yeah. You don't have no house dog there, could I leave?
So we couldn't think that way there. Cause me tell you something. It's when me win minor league, a union guard win minor league.
Yeah.
And the night we win and with our union and we are celebrate. And it feel good for winning, but when I leave this time, I see me I come back home. You know, I feel down.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel down because I say, watch a jungle this should happen, you know. So me I tell you, say it's like when I say my home sick for me leave Arnett, it could have gone.
Yeah. Yeah, because see, somebody saying that Butter run away to Montego Bay.
No, that was things that are different.
Different from football thing, yeah, man.
Yeah, man, I know that, man. Different thing.
But you know, says listen, because that is the thing, and I think sometimes part of you want to play for your team. That's one thing, but then opportunity comes sometimes, and I think it's not that you can't leave. It's so hard because there are other factors, like you said. Like it's not like you can't leave, because you can leave, but there are other factors like, can I leave and go and train? Can I go and play for Tivoli and leave a jungle? Can I play for jungle and leave a Tivoli? Maybe those things cannot change now, because I've seen players now in this time moving from Tivoli to Arnett and from Arnett to Tivoli. Players from Boystown like Big and Wolf, them come to jungle and play. People from Arnett go and leave. So some of those things, but back in your time, it never used to happen. Because I remember there was a time when they said the Gang of Five wanted to leave. That was Eugene Barnes, Bunzi, Pele, Chingsu, and who again? Akwame? I don't remember. But they said that they couldn't leave. I don't know if it is the players, you understand me, but the football, I think, kind of changed right now still. So
you get low.
Oh, you're not hearing me?
Yeah, you get low.
I think you got a call. That is what causing it. You got a call?
You get low a call just that coming a while ago.
Okay, all right. So, what you need to do is to just sign out and sign back in.
All right, hang on.
Yeah, close the stream and sign back in, because the call coming while that happened. Yeah, so we're gonna let Eugene come back and finish up this. Boy, you see, yeah, you see some of these stories you hear, you understand me? It is how the football has it evolved. Like, here's the next reason why some of our players never progress. Could they have left the team that they were on to join other teams? And the reality is that there were some players that if you stayed at certain teams, you couldn't play for Jamaica. Yeah, man. You hear now?
Yeah, man, I hear.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so the football is changing because you have players moving now in between the teams. So that is a good thing. But I mean, what is your take now on football? You know, because you're a coach now. What is your take on football in Jamaica, in Arnett Gardens, at the club, the schoolboy level, and the national level? What is your take on what we need to do to get football to a better place? Because it don't look good right now.
Well, what me say, my suggestion is we need to get back the love in it, get the community involved again.
Yeah, we're not seeing your face.
Get the community involved again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get the community involved again. The love. We need to start make the youth them focus more upon that. Football. Give them something for play. Let them play football. Less anger. Less of them return criminal. Get back the minor league up and running. Get back them competition there. Them summer thing there. Get back them thing there.
But Eugene, what about the people them who will say to you, the youth them can't go no field go play ball now because I be a drive-by and shooting. No ball can't play. Nobody can go nowhere. Man can't play ball in the streets again because I be...
Yeah, but may I tell you, say, it's not like those things never, I don't like them things that never used to happen in our time. But as I must say, the community, get back the community That love there. That love there. Say we get a love there. You hear that? That is it. Say me I say, sure, Carl come in again.
You hearing me?
Yeah, but the call it get low because the call come in again.
Oh yeah, but it is low.
Yeah, it's low.
Oh. All right, you have to almost close it and then sign back in again, and then we can wrap up with you. So you have to do
All
it.
right, may I do that then? Because the call.
Yeah, just close it and then sign back in.
The call coming. I'm going to do the call and call you back.
Yeah, man. All right, so we're gonna wait until Eugene come back and then we're gonna close it out. From Jacob, enough respect to bring, and Baron and BIGHEAD. Oh, all right. I will ask him that. Get it from Jacob. All right. Management asks. Hold on there. You hear now? Hello?
Shaggy.
You heard me?
Yeah, may I hear you?
Oh, he said back now. All right. Kirk Rowe said that I must ask you for you must get belly number from Jacob.
Kirk Rowe, send a number, come give me, I can send Dias number, come give me.
No man. He's saying that you need to give it to me so I can interview Belly.
Oh, all right. Me send it to you. Me send WhatsApp it to you.
Yeah, man. That's what he's saying. And
yeah, man. Me WhatsApp it to you.
And then somebody's saying that man asked Biggs if his brother still have the store on Rogers Avenue in Brooklyn.
Who that?
They're asking if your brother still have the store on Rogers Avenue.
No. Him not have the store, no. Hold on. I'm gonna come back, sign in. Get back to sign in.
Yeah. Yes, people. Another good one. You see, sometimes when we hear about players in the past and we say them this, them that, we need to remember that the truth is sometimes you just could. Back in those days, you couldn't do certain things. You couldn't move from certain teams. You couldn't play for certain teams. Either out of just your own thinking or the reality of the situation. You understand me? But this has been a long night. We have around 3 or so minutes to go.
Yeah.
So we pay tribute. Yeah, man. So listen, man. It's your time to close up, wrap up, to big up all the people, to talk, give your perspective. Like I said, we need to get back the love in the football, get some of the competitions going again, and sing. So, yeah.
As I say, even man we play, even if we never make the money out tight, if we can't give back to it, if the man them can even send some ball come from some corner, send some ball, make some youth pick up some ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, that can't help me, I tell you. Just send some ball. Any man with up on the program where I listen. Send some ball. Jungle, Rima, no matter which part, just send some ball. Make you them say more of that.
Yeah. That's what I respect what Baron Earl and you doing, that because you have when you leave Arnett, do you never because listen, I know when money start making at the football, a lot of the people back in my time and your time tell people that when people used to play for money, a bag of bag juice you used to play for. You understand me?
I tell you, the nutriment and them thing there, never know.
Yeah, I understand me. So know that they're making some money. And to see you guys still giving back to your school. I know you have been a part of the Arnett Gardens program as well. But that's a big point you make, that some of the players who have it not even money sometimes. Send back some ball. A lot of the clubs sometimes have some second-hand boots. Just come give them to some youth.
Send them. Right, yeah, I know me have to big up some youth.
Go ahead, big up.
Big up Dennis Raiders in England, Stadium Dream. That youth that make me have bibs, make me have balls, make me have boats. That youth that make me have equipment, cone and them thing there. You hear that? Big up some other little youth, some other man in New York, some ex-Charlie man where send a $80, send a $100 come and say, Eugene, buy 2 ball, buy this, buy that. Yeah, that. And you have other man when I reach out to instead of them answer them phone, them array. But remember, I know me I do it for.
Yeah.
We are do it for the youth, them we are save our youth. Because I remember, you know, we can also help curtail crime, you know. We don't have to wait for the government and the private sector. We can play our part. Yeah, that. As I say, send some ball come. If a second hand, send them.
True. You need to get Arnett Garney because when Arnett Garney is doing well and Boys Town doing well, the community them do well.
Man. When I get a team are the good man, when Tivoli are the good, when Arnett are the good, when Boys Town are the good, in Watos, I wait in a violence to go on them community, man. I remember I tell you, man, we can't help, you know, we can't help. We not have to be a millionaire.
You see how simple it is, man. Because 10 people now have a certain man giving up.
Man. Every man can come together and put $30 together, man, $20 together. You know, it go far away. Yeah, man. That's them thing, man. We have to see what we can do, man. We don't sit down and wait for nobody, man. Where we have to do, remember where we are come from. Always remember where we are come from. Remember?
See a man here saying one makes a contribution, you know.
Yeah, man. Just give me number, man. Make him link, my man.
All right. So I'll give me number. But yes, because he used to follow Arnett Garden, saying one probably give something to Charlie Smith.
Yeah, man. Something, man. The youth them dead, man. The youth them need help, man. The assistance, man. You know, it not take not the big, you know. It not take not the big and massive, you know. I just the liquor way you give, it will go far away and it's well appreciated because right now crime will take over our country, take over our community them. Remember when Dunkirk and them place where we used to go, South and them place where we play with under 13, under 15.
Yeah, true, you know, because you used to go all over Brownstone, all over go play.
All over, man. All over, man. We want back with Corner League and them thing, man. Right now, any man, let me get some back. Even though in Mexico, the man them play some look of football at Sunday daytime. If I see the crowd, man them all a tree like the man them where they stop down, them laugh and I said, oh, the man them say half of the field bright and half. I mean, I say, you know, so that them thing I will grow up on.
Yeah.
That's how the people them out. May I tell you, say it hurt. Yeah, that it hurt. Me now tell a man, remember, you know, it's a man money, you know. Now all a man and says you have to do this. You know, a man have to do it. But if a man really, really love a youth, because if you have your youth, you know, you love your youth, you must love our next youth, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that. And we can make them contribution. They not have to be in a cash. Hear that? A man want to donate some goods and you can't. Western Sports, you can go up on Western Sports and them.com and you get them number and you call them and say, listen, buy some ball, send go there. So just get some man, go kick some ball on some corner. You don't ever put it on nobody and just kick some ball on some corner. You saw the youth them just take it and run with it.
Yeah. That is such a big point because you say if a man feel like saying now give the money for the thing, buy the ball, the man just go throw them, just drive past and drop them off.
Nah, man, we don't want your money, man. You don't put your money in our hand, man. Just the equipment, them, man. Just buy ball, man. Buy ball. Boots. Hear that? Buy them, man. Give some youth, man.
Gunner's boss, he's coaching at Charlie Smith. He and Barry and Earl are the two coaches at Charlie Smith, and Charlie Smith are in the quarterfinals. Yeah. He was a part of the Arnett Garden setup a couple seasons ago, but I didn't see him there last season in the abbreviated season. And I know T-Gat is there now. I don't know if him and T-Gat are friends, so I don't know.
Yeah, man, I'm a calling that, man. We are talking about, man.
So him and T-Gat probably going to be at Arnett Gardens as well.
No. Charlie Smith.
Yeah, so it's at Charlie Smith. Yeah, what I do, you tell that thing. So, but I mean, big up all the people them in the chat, all the people them in jungle, all your Charlie Smith players, and tell them say, When they go training tomorrow, say, listen, we do an interview. Who is the big Charlie Smith baller this year?
Well, now I'm not specific in a team. You know.
How do you don't say that?
Team, man. Team.
So you think you can win it?
Well, the sky is the limit. Nobody never expect you to come out of the group of death.
Yeah.
Sky is the limit. So, Daigi, I'll say him not talk to me till him come to Jamaica. Daigi, we are friends. Football and matter.
Oh, because you're not called Calabar.
Jove, I saw the thing got Jove, but I feel away. Yeah, man. So I just love, man, and just love. I just that way I look for, man. Because I say the older we get, the more wiser we're supposed to be, you know. And we have to just appreciate life more and more.
Yeah, man. So go ahead, man, and take some time and big up your friends and family and your team and stuff, you know.
Man, you don't know, man. Big up all my colleagues, them in New York, now the US, man, now England. Because I don't know too much, man, but they can't call all of the man. The man just don't know. It now have nothing to do with about no jump and a Tivoli in a Rima. Yeah, that. Just respect to each and every one. Yeah, that. Love the man. Just, as I say, do what they can do for the youth, yo. Just kick by some ball, send, come get them, man. Yeah, that.
Yeah, man.
Because we don't know which one of them youth that can come be the next Leon Bailey or the next Nicholson, Shamar Nicholson. You see me, I say, the next baby Gardner. You see me, I say, we don't know which one.
You not to remember the name, you know, somebody run about there if you get the name, them, man. Come on, no, man.
I remember the name, as I tell you. If it's more time, enough people may look at it and say, boy, oh, we grow, we're rough certain way. But as I tell you, say, you see, the older we get, we get more knowledge, we get more understanding. And it's like, we get more emotional towards certain things. Because we look back on things and we say, John, this, you know, this could have prevented, you know, this could have avoided. And as I say, I could save our youth. We could save our youth. We don't have to send them money. You don't want to send them money come. We don't want you know your money.
Yeah.
I could get them things. I could get back the youth them on the road for kick some ball, play some skimmage. I could get back them things. Remember what if I buck off to we get when we grow up, you know.
The only problem I have with the idea that is, boy, I mean, will the youth actually go on the street with all that is happening? Because
let me tell you, man. Right now, even an Arnett, I be a piece I go on. Rima.
Okay.
I be a piece.
Okay. That's good to know.
Yeah, man, we're talking about, man. Because remember, you know, it can't be just one set of people, you know, we have to make things go the right way, you know. Everybody have to pull together. Everybody.
Yeah.
So we have to do that, man. If them don't want to go up on the street, we have a whole center, ball a play, put to school, ram a daytime over a mini complex. Drive past down a Rima, right on a Buckers, ball a play, ball like that. Don't go down a Tivoli, ball a play a top 10. What you talk about? Ball a play, man.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Gunner's boss says heal up Donovan Spratt.
Yeah, man. Davey, big up Davey, man. Davey good, man.
Yeah, him say Pioneer said that.
Yeah,
all
man.
Right. Him say Pioneer say you and him spoke in New York or somewhere back in the day. I don't remember that comment. But listen, we know you're tired and thing. All the best Saturday. You understand me? Yeah, man. All the best Saturday and all the best to you and your family. And sir, I really respect what you're doing because it's not like you guys became millionaire out of the football and you still give back to it, to your school and thing. You understand? So we really love when you are buried there. I say, understand when we talk to all Jim Dandy and them, man, them always talk about when them talk about the ballers them in Kingston. Your name always come up. You understand? We always talk about BIGHEAD and things.
I love, man. I love,
Yeah,
man. We share. Love, man.
You know, respect and blessings to you and your family and say all the best in your future endeavors. And I hope one day Arnett Garden will take some time. I hope Arnett Garden take a time the people at Arnett Garden and the club itself will take some time to honor people like you still for the work that they did, because, and even the Charlie Smith school need to do that, because you guys brought the Manning Cup to Charlie Smith for the first time in their history. You understand me? You're there as a coach, so I hope those things, we don't want no more people dead, and then when they build this and build that, because the man doing a grave already. We want to do them things there when people are alive, so they know that the respect is there. You understand me? Because I can tell you this, for the years of Arnett Garden success, crime and those things were way down in those places.
Yeah, man. We are talking about, man. Football, remember when Jamaica qualified for World Cup, nobody not dead, Some man, they remember them something there,
Yeah.
Nothing to bring people together and put down football,
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, man. So blessings to you and your family. Be safe, and yeah, man. We'll be in touch. Man.
God will say, man, we are talking about, man. Mr. Man, when you get no link, just link. Let me get a ball. Let's tell a man.
Yeah, man. No, I'm going to send you the number. I'm going to send the number. Man. Yeah, man. Exchange the number so you can get it.
Man. If a man afraid me carry me and buy me a carry ball pan can, I go give book. I want to you. We don't response board already, Remember, all over the world, the negative are going, not just like boy alone,
Yeah, man. Yeah, and then we'll go get Belly number and see if we can link him. But I'm going to send the number so that.
Yeah. Now WhatsApp it to you.
Yeah, man. All right, blessings. Good night. I know it's a late night for you, but thank you again for after your meeting for coming on, because I know you understand. So really appreciate and respect that and think.
All right, no respect, brother, man. Yeah, man.
All right, then, BIGHEAD. Blessings.
Respect, yeah.
All right, there you have it, people. Eugene, call him BIGHEAD Williams, big football in his days at Charlie Smith, very instrumental in the Arnett Gardens team in the years of success, right? Won Premier League as a coach. Though he didn't win it as a player, he was there during the years of success as a coach, right? Never got enough opportunities to play for the national team. You kind of see this, the issue sometimes with our football, not just today, but an ongoing issue. Sometimes the club that you play for, all right, determines, sometimes, not all the time, determines whether you get called or not. The political affiliation of your community determines that as well. The coach also determines that. Sometimes it has nothing to do with your talent. These are the factors that we need to get out of our football. It is not happening as much, but we still see it. He mentioned that they said to him, if you play for Hazard, you will make the national team. He didn't, and he could not get into the national team. That's his words. Hazard is Portmore United. Good club, doing a lot. But let this not be how a football operate. We can't deprive people of their future because they don't want to play for our club or because of the community they live in. A talent is a talent, whether it's uptown, downtown, or in the middle of the town. And the best talent must play. So if we start discriminate against communities in Jamaica, we're going to start discriminate against Jamaicans overseas. Let's get these things out of our football. Western people used to cry out and say there is a time that Western people could not get into the national team. Right? Every man in every place that is a Jamaican, as long as he's good enough and he's in the best 18, should make the squad, regardless of his community or the place that he lives in this world. Big thank you again, Eugene. Thank you to all of you who stayed with me for this time. For those of you who were in the earlier discussion before our guests come on, thank you so much. Real interview. You understand me? Sometimes people don't need your money. All they need is you buy some football, give the youths to play. You see how simple it is? Could solve a little problem. You don't want to give money for Christmas. Buy some football And if you're afraid, give it to a police officer, give it to somebody and tell them, give it to a pastor, give it to a coach and say, listen, go and just throw them in the community. No specific people. And make the youth start playing football again. Some footballs out there for $1,500, some for $2,000. Buy one. Give some youth, play some ball. You never know. We can change life by changing lives one at a time. People, be safe. Have a good night. We ask you to hit the like button. If you have not yet done so, please do so before you leave. If you have not yet, please subscribe to the video. Tomorrow, we have part 2 of the Kenneth Bob Campbell interview. That is going to be fascinating. On Friday, we have Bro. That's what I call him. You know him as Hacker and Any10. Some of you know him as Gregory Messam. Saturday, we're going to have a super special show for you. Some stuff are going to be revealed that are going to be fascinating. And then, on Sunday, we have Junior Groves. Great weekend of shows lined up. Be safe, live good, and I challenge you that in all you're doing, take the opportunity to add value to someone's life. Make someone's day better. Thanks to all our moderators, Fresh God, Claudia, Peso, Gunners Boss, big up Top Boss, Carl Rowe, Chris Roman, Frederick Cooper, Claudine. Every time, big up, always here, sticking and staying, right? Yeah, man, but big up everyone, bless up again. We will talk tomorrow. All of you, Chris Wayne, all of you were, here in the background, just keeping quiet. We know how it is. Coach Karumi, yeah, man. Brando, Robert, Coach is this, Ryan LFC, Dre Any Weather, yeah, man, bless up one and all, Richard Stewart. And look out, I'm going to be posting all of these pictures. Some of them are very funny. I'm going to start posting them on Instagram, so check them out. Dapper Agent, bless up yourself, youth. Yeah, man. Boozilla, you don't know. Bless up yourself. All right. Leave you with a word from our sponsors as usual, and they are Tricnic.
Tricnic Jerk Marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, Scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
Jamaican herbs and spices add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Tricnic Jerk Barbecue Sauce.